Kagura. Let's do Kagura. Chapter 3, The Man That Moves My Heart. Did I pick the right one? The next morning, I was greeted by the bright break of dawn. As soon as I awoke, the sight of an ornate ceiling jumped into my vision. That's right. I fell asleep last night while listening to Kagura-san's story. I quietly got my body up out of bed. But the person that was supposed to be sleeping next to me wasn't there. Kagura-san? The bed was completely empty. The sun had just started to rise. I thought I woke up early. But did he leave because he felt it rude that I fell asleep in the middle of his story? No, I can't imagine that Kagura-san would get mad over such things. I tidied myself up and then left the room. But it's not like I had anywhere to go once I got out of the room. I walked around worrying over what I should do. Then I saw Roha-san coming from the opposite direction.
Oh, Tenshi-san. Good morning.
Good morning. Roha-san checked out my appearance. Then he gave me a cheery smile and bowed politely.
Your skin looks quite clear this morning.
Really?
Yes, you've become more beautiful. It would appear that you were satisfied with Kagura-san?
He said those words after giving a meaningful chuckle. Once I understood what Roha-san was trying to say, my face instantly became hot.
From your appearance, it looks like you took time to enjoy yourself last night, didn't you?
He's like the guy you don't want to talk to in a grocery store, like, from high school. Like, you're trying to avoid them. Like, no, what are you talking about?
Stop asking me questions!
How should I respond to that? Roha-san's assumption was wrong. What do I say at this point? Yes, we talked a little about Western studies. Yeah, I guess so, ... Yes, we talked a little bit about Western studies. That's what we did. Yes, we talked a little about Western studies. Ah! He's surprised by that!
Western studies?
I thought that I should tell him the truth, but Roha-san made a puzzled face.
I can't believe it.
It's useless for me to have a long conversation with him here, so I just bowed lightly and tried to pass by along his side. Just then...
If you're looking for Kagura-san, he surely must be at Inari Shrine.
Huh? It's just like a manager to say something like that. While surprised by his sharpness, I briefly thanked him and then headed towards Inari Shrine. Okay, sorry. I was checking something. I hastily made my way to Inari Shrine. Why was Kagura-san at Inari Shrine? Morning in Yoshiwara is usually late. In the district which knows no night, it seemed like now is the time to sleep. And yet, he went there alone this early in the morning. When I heard Inari Shrine, I couldn't stop but think about the couple that ran off together. Could it be that he was running off with someone early in the morning? That's what I wondered. If that's what he was doing, then Roha-san wouldn't have known that he was at Inari Shrine. Since Roha-san knew he was at Inari Shrine, it surely meant he was there legitimately. While speculating on this, I arrived at Inari Shrine. From the shrine grounds, I heard an unusual sound intermixed with the sounds of birds singing. It was the sound of something cutting the air. Then, his appearance gradually came into view. That's Kagura-san. He was alone in the otherwise deserted Inari Shrine. Kagura-san was doing morning practice as he swung a bamboo sword over his head. Can we talk about this picture really quick?
I got so
Shirtless.
scared. I did. I swear to God, I thought it was his dick.
That's kind of why I wanted to talk about it, but Tyler just bursted it out, so I'm just gonna move on. Okay.
I was like, oh my God, what did you catch him doing? He's at a fucking shrine.
He's sword practicing, obviously. With
My sophisticated wooden dick.
The ancient samurai art of splitting dick.
Okay. Yeah, so, dick jokes, got plenty.
We should stop splintering the conversation.
Is it wrong that it just looks like a kielbasa sausage with a little cap on it?
Dude,
I didn't
really,
even
though.
notice the sword being a dick. I thought the stop for the picture was, hey, this is the most chest anybody's shown so far.
I was just gonna like subtly hint it out, and then Tyler just went BAM! And I was like, okay.
That's a wooden dick.
That's a penis!
Guys, I don't even
2
need,
out of 3, we're in the black. We're done.
I don't even need blush. Look at my thing. Oh.
Well, game over. Glad everyone joined us for this.
I don't know what type of fence
so
to
bye,
be,
folks.
I'm the boss. You don't get to end the episode. Continuing on. Sweating profusely and with a serious look, he would occasionally let out a deeply focused shout. His appearance was awe-inspiring. It was like I had witnessed something holy. So I stood there, unable to even speak to him. All that you could hear were the sounds of him cutting through the air, and his rough breathing. This makes it all worse. This presence appeared even more impressive. I just want to keep watching him like this. That's what I felt. I didn't want to disturb Kagura-san's breathing or movement. I didn't want to disturb anything that he was doing, not in the least. My eyes and heart were taken away by everything about Kagura-san. Just then, I heard footsteps behind me. Of course, it's you.
Are you peeping?
You know what? I'm not carrying your fucking books, because it's not your storyline!
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Kagura, are you peeking on my man?
When I turned back, there was Kagura-san, Kagura-san's assistant. Kagura-san.
I can't say that it's a good hobby.
I'm sorry. It's just that he's so serious, so I've been hesitant to talk to him.
You were hesitating? I don't think so. You've been staring at him with a dazed look on your face. Well, it's not like I don't understand how you feel, so I won't blame you any more than this.
Gay!
Ship it so hard.
Gay. He's such a good man, even though I'm a man too. I still find myself captivated by him sometimes.
Where's that seal out of the corner of the video? Gay!
But if you came to peep on him knowing that he likes to get up early, I won't forgive you.
How would I know that? What do you mean? Kagura-san sneered at me like he was looking down on me.
I know it. You got this information from someone, didn't you? You woke up early on purpose to get his attention, and I don't like that.
I see.
Please stop acting like you understand. It makes me sick.
I wonder if Kagura-san hates me. If I've made you feel sick, then I'm sorry. But I didn't come here for any profound reason like you think I did. When I woke up, I found that Kagura-san wasn't there, so I tried to find him like this. Kagura-san sneered at me again, like he was saying that he couldn't believe me.
I'm not sure if you're lying or telling the truth, but something makes me irritated when I'm talking to you like
He's
this.
fucking jealous of me.
He is super jealous.
He is so jealous of me. Like, snap, bitch, that my girl. Like, he's totally like, I expect him to put there to be like an image of him with a hand on his hip. Like, like, no, you didn't.
You don't even know him.
Yaoi is not as gay
I
as
know
he is
him.
for Kagura.
I'm sorry.
If you feel sorry about that, could you do so in an appropriate manner? In the first place, a person like you isn't a good match with this red light district.
I know that. I didn't fit in with this place. And Kagura-san wasn't a good match for me. My heart was in pain. What was this burning pain in my heart? Don't worry. Because I don't think I'll come again. I drew my mouth into a forced smile. Kagura-san's mouth also twisted slightly.
If you don't want to see me, then I'll try to avoid seeing you.
Did he think it was his fault? I was surprised by his unexpectedly innocent reaction. No, I don't mean that. I'll come back when I become a woman who's better suited to this town. Well, I'm going back to the room. I won't talk to him. Kagura-san looked at me in wonder. That's the blush. That's the thing that freaked me out when you weren't here, Tyler. I saw that the first time and went, ah! So, I'll go back to the room and prepare to leave. I walked around Yoshiwara in the early morning by myself. Though it was late, the signs that this town was starting to wake appeared little by little. By chance, they were born as men. By chance, they were blessed with beautiful appearances. And perhaps they were not blessed by the circumstances that surrounded them at birth. Did they have days in which they were loved unconditionally? They found their way to Yoshiwara and sold an love that was neither dream nor reality. During this time, some of them gained the skills to rise up in this world, and some of them had an appetite for learning and trained themselves regularly. And some of them chased after these men. This is a world that I've never had a connection with. While recalling the events from yesterday, I went back to Kikuya.
Can't you stay a little?
Huh? I was waiting for him in the room, and that was the first thing out of his mouth after he came back.
You didn't stay in this room, did you?
Why do you think so? Though I didn't intend to do so, I did end up peeping at him while he was training. But Kagura-san shouldn't have known that. Plus, it was Aroha-san who told me where he was, so I didn't think that I did such a bad thing. And yet, when his sharp gaze pierced through me, my heartbeat sped up all by itself.
You have cherry blossom petals in your hair. Why is that?
Good job!
Busted!
He looked into my face, and I saw myself clearly in his eyes. I was just taking a little walk. His piercing eyes made my chest feel tight, and I had difficulty breathing.
A walk, huh? That must have been quite a walk all the way to Inari's shrine.
Boom!
He noticed me. I thought that he was so focused on his training that he didn't notice me.
Why did you think you would try to deceive my eyes?
I wasn't trying to deceive your eyes. We faced each other for a while, but...
It's time. I will see you off.
He said that to me in a monotonous tone, and then quickly stood up. I walked to the gate, accompanied by Kagura-san and Kagura-san. Come to think of it, since helping the eloping couple yesterday afternoon, I've experienced things that were unknown to me before. I stepped into the red light district for the first time and joined a banquet. Of course, I had the shocking experience of staying a night in the red light district. But more than that, what I've gained from this day was my encounter with Kagura-san and the other gentlemen.
Will you miss me, even a little bit?
Yes, of course. The red light district of Yoshiwara, where many people lose themselves in the world of dreams. Just then, I saw two familiar-looking people walking towards me up from the road ahead.
Are you leaving now with Kagura-san and Kagura-san and seeing you off?
It was Takao and Tokiwa.
It seems that you didn't change your choice last night, did you? We were actually waiting for that. Did you know? Tokiwa had a lot of time last night, right?
Takao-san said that, and then looked into Tokiwa-san's face.
What are you talking about? I didn't have any free time last night.
Is that so?
Excuse us, you're in the way. Please clear the way.
Kagura-san stepped in between Takao and Tokiwa, who had suddenly started to argue. And then we tried to pass through them between them when...
Oh, there's no need to rush like that, is there? Let me get a peek at this cute lady's face in the morning.
Takao-san swiftly stood in front of me, blocking the way. His eyes that glimmered in the morning sun, peering intently into my eyes.
Well, how was last night? Kagura-san's skills weren't bad, were they?
He's so so
I
good
am
in
quite
his
skilled in Western literature.
he is so good in his own plot, but when you take him and put him in other plots, he's so horrible. Can anybody disagree with me on that?
Not
He's a
from what
pushy
I've
bastard.
What are you saying? My face became hot from embarrassment. My lack of tolerance for this also got me so embarrassed that it was pathetic.
But don't you think I'm better skilled to pleasure women?
No way. You're still lower ranking than he is.
Speaking of lower ranking, isn't there someone lower than me? And he's right here.
Are you talking about me? Stop arguing about stupid things.
As I wondered what to do about the situation, I looked at Kagura-san. When I did, Kagura-san quickly put his hand around my back and pushed me.
You don't need to talk to them. Let's go.
Kagura-san pushed my back to urge me forward. Takao-san and Tokiwa then said something to us, but soon left. Kagura-san caught up with us soon after, and the atmosphere then returned to quiet. The gate was just a little further ahead. The thought that I might never come again suddenly made me feel lonely. Will I come back here again, someday? Will I be able to see Kagura-san again someday? I still had enough money. Kagura, right? Will I
Yeah, this is Kagura.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not the problem. That I knew clearly.
Will you come again?
Near the gate, Kagura-san asked me, but I couldn't answer. We stopped right in front of the gate.
Next time, I would like to hear your story instead of my own.
Why here? Why would he say something to make my heart sway? It was a downright unfair thing to say, but this place is where men and a woman might find a connection. This is a weird situation.
And keep in mind, his man is staying right next to him.
He'll get all catty on you.
Well, I don't really care, because Kaguro, I think I'm going to say yes, of course, because if Kaguro-san gets catty, Kagura will,
Oh, yeah, he'll slap him
immediately
down.
That's
just...
true. That is true.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do that.
He's the low man on the totem pole.
Yes, of course. I'm not sure whether it was right of me to pay him lip service here, but Kagura-san gave me a slight smile, and with my head down, I slipped through the gate. Damn it! I was really expecting... Oh. When I turned back, I could see his faint appearance. I found that his lovely presence was more than enough to make my chest feel tight. Oh, that was a weird chapter. That was like...
He's hard to get a grasp on.
What's that?
He's hard to get a grasp on.
Yeah.
In the previous chapter, we learned quite a bit about him, but in this one, it was mostly narration from me and the sources around him.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is that is the only scene where we had pretty much everyone together except Hayabusa. Since
Except Hayabusa.
Since the prologue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
Hayabusa's
he had a
great.
pretty good grasp on that wooden sword, if you know what I mean.
Oh my.
Alright, I think it's time to play the main dish. I think we're gonna go for some main dish, and then we'll get to the side dish if we have time. The cow-san grinned and dropped some ashes from his pipe to the floor in front of Tokiwa-san.
Ah! Wait, that's not good.
Tokiwa-san frantically put out his hands to catch the ashes in the air. Oh!
Ow! It's hot!